Hello, my friends. Zero, today we embark on a journey together, a journey of growth, courage, and unstoppable determination. You're here because you know deep inside that you're capable of more joy, more success, more fulfillment. And I'm here to tell you, you're absolutely right. Let's start by addressing the one thing that stops most people from reaching their full potential. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But let me ask you this. What's worse, failing or never trying at all? Every success story you've ever heard started with someone taking a leap of faith. Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards." So, trust the process. Take the step, even if you can't see the entire staircase. Now let's talk about belief, not just in your dreams, but in yourself. There's a voice inside you, a powerful, determined voice that's been waiting for you to listen. Can you hear it? It's saying, "You're enough. You're ready. Let's do this." It's not your enemy. It's your teacher. It shows you where you need to grow. Let me tell you a story. There was a young woman named Sarah. She had always dreamed of becoming a public speaker, inspiring others with her words. But every time she stepped onto a stage, her heart raced, her palms sweated, and she froze. Fear paralyzed her. One day, she decided enough was enough. She faced her fear head-on. She started small, speaking to a mirror, then to friends, and eventually to a small crowd. Each time, the fear didn't disappear, but she grew stronger. Today, Sarah speaks to thousands of people, and her fear has transformed into excitement. You see, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. So, what's your Sarah story? What fear will you face today? Action step. Write down one thing you're afraid of and take a small step toward conquering it today. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. What separates successful people from everyone else? It's not luck. It's habits. Let's look at a famous example, Elon Musk. He didn't build SpaceX and Tesla overnight. He followed strict routines, focused on consistent learning, and cultivated discipline. Your habits shape your future. Are your daily actions aligning with the person you want to become? If not, it's time to make a change. Practical tip. Start with one small habit. Want to be healthier? Drink a glass of water every morning. Want to read more? Commit to just 1 page a day. Tiny changes lead to massive results over time. Let's talk about J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter, she was a struggling single mother living on welfare. Her manuscript was rejected by 12 publishers. Most people would have given up, but she didn't. She believed in her story, in herself, and today she's one of the best-selling authors in history. Her story reminds us that persistence is key. No matter how many doors close, there's always one waiting to open. Keep knocking. Keep trying. Action step. Think about a time you overcame rejection or failure. Write it down and remind yourself that you've done it before, and you can do it again. Life will test you. That's a fact. But remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Every challenge you face is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Imagine running a marathon. At mile 20, your legs are screaming, your energy is gone, and every part of you wants to quit. But then you dig deep. You find strength you didn't know you had. You cross the finish line, and suddenly, all the pain was worth it. Life is your marathon. Keep going. Quote to remember: when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Visualize success. Spend 5 minutes each day picturing your ideal future. Break it down. Large goals can be overwhelming. Divide them into smaller, actionable steps. Stay accountable. Share your goals with someone you trust. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for progress, no matter how small. Take a moment to close your eyes. Breathe deeply. As you inhale, repeat in your mind, "I am strong." As you exhale, say, "I am grateful." Feel the energy of these words filling your entire body. Gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's a power source. When you're grateful, you attract more of what you want into your life. Every day is a new opportunity to become better than you were yesterday. Let's end with this thought. You're not in competition with anyone else. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Commit to growth, commit to perseverance, and most importantly, commit to believing in yourself. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Joyce Meyer. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want results now, success now, happiness now. But true growth takes time. Think about bamboo. For years it barely grows above the ground, but underground its roots are spreading, strengthening, preparing. And then, in just a few weeks, it shoots up to incredible heights. Your journey is like bamboo. Even if you don't see immediate results, trust that growth is happening beneath the surface. Stay consistent, stay patient, and one day you'll see your efforts pay off. Action step. Reflect on an area of your life where you need to practice patience. Write down 3 ways to stay consistent in that area, even when results seem far away. Negative thoughts are like weeds in a garden. If you don't pull them out, they'll take over. But here's the good news. You're the gardener. You decide what grows in your mind. Let me tell you about Tom, a young man who constantly doubted himself. He wanted to start a business, but kept telling himself, "I'm not smart enough. What if I fail?" One day, he decided to challenge those thoughts. For every negative thought, he wrote down a positive one. "I'm not smart enough" became, "I can learn anything I need." Slowly, his mindset shifted, and so did his life. Today, Tom runs a successful company. Practical tip: practice replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I can't," change it to, "I can and I will." Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. Too often we focus on what we haven't achieved yet and forget to celebrate our progress. Think about a mountain climber. They don't wait until they reach the peak to celebrate. At every milestone, they stop, look back, and admire how far they've come. You should do the same. Action step: write a letter to your past self thanking them for every step they took to get you where you are today. Motivation isn't something you find once and keep forever. It's like a muscle. It needs regular exercise. Here's how you can stay motivated daily. Morning rituals. Start your day with a routine that energizes you. Meditation, exercise, or reading something inspiring. Surround yourself with positivity. Limit your exposure to negative influences, whether it's people, news, or social media. Review your goals. Remind yourself daily of what you're working toward and why. Practical tip: create a motivation playlist of songs, podcasts, or videos that lift your spirit. There was once a stonecutter who was tired of his work. One day, he passed a wealthy merchant and thought, if only I could be that rich. To his surprise, he became the merchant. But then he saw a powerful king and wished to be him instead. Again, his wish was granted, but even as a king, he feared the scorching sun, so he wished to become the sun, only to find that a small cloud could block him. He became the cloud, then the wind, and finally a stone. Yet, when a stone cutter came and struck him, he realized he was happiest as himself. This story reminds us that fulfillment isn't about becoming someone else. It's about embracing who you are. Reflection. Write down 3 things you love about your life right now. Hard times are inevitable, but they're also temporary. Imagine you're driving through a storm. You don't stop in the middle of it. You keep going until you reach clear skies. Life is the same. No matter how tough things get, remember, this too shall pass. Quote to remember: every storm runs out of rain. Action step. The next time you face a challenge, write down 3 reasons why you'll overcome it. Every piece of advice, every story, and every tip shared here today has one purpose: to remind you that your life is in your hands. The power to change, grow, and achieve lies within you. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to take one step forward, and then another, and another. That's how mountains are climbed, books are written, and dreams are achieved, one step at a time. Let me leave you with this thought. You are capable of more than you know, and your journey is just beginning.